that something I gotta do real quick? Yes, authorize. Bro, why do I have to log in like 50 million times? Oh gosh. Oh gosh, what was this? What was this email? What was this? Was it this? Oh my gosh. Streamlabs. Oh wait, I just need to click this. I did successfully. Yay! Okay, perfect. Yay! Okay, 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 okay. Yay! I'm alive. I'm alive. I need background music. Hold up. I was not thinking about things. I was just like, I need to go live. I need some background music, baby. I need some background music tonight. I need that off. And I need that on. Yeah. Oh my god. Actually, and I just need this to be talking to the camera today. Wow. Ignore the black boxes on the side. I don't know what to do about those at the moment. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh, poor Mid. Her internet died and she never got to end her stream. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I'm looking for some background music. YouTube playlist. Somebody, somewhere. I keep looking at. All right, I just need to. All right, let's just. Oh wait, no, I have. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. These guys are good. These will do. Yeah. Okay. I need to. No, I don't want this to be seen. I just want it to be heard. Yay! Alright, now is this actually working? Is this actually working? Is it making noise? Is it doing boy? Yes, skibbity boy. Yeah. Feel it. It's super loud, but it's doing it. Okay. Turn that down a bit. Also, I just found out that if you're muted, Twitch won't count you as a viewer even if you're watching the stream. Which is why I went from having 2 to 1 viewer. Because I always have my iPad up. Alright. But if I turn down the volume on my iPad and not mute the stream, that's a way around it. Okay. Hello. Hi. My name is Sanky. I was putting in the time, so my art is still a crime. But today my art's going to be a little bit more sublime because Got some diggity donuts. Ayo. I also got some pizza off to the side because I didn't get to eat before this anyways, which is probably a good thing because I'm super hungry. I have been staring at these donuts all day. I got these at like 2:30 and then I had to drive back home real quick because I picked up an extra shift at work that just got done like an hour ago. Then I was trying to get all this set up. I took like an extra hour, so finally we're back. I have been dying to try these. There's so many times, especially these little Timbits, I've been like, I can just have one? Come on, right? What? But no, I wanted my honest reaction to be on stream. So here we are. By the way, I'm an American. I live in America. I am currently in America, and I'm nowhere fucking close to the Canadian border. In fact, I'm about as far as you can get from every single border in America. And yet I drove about 10 minutes to get these Timbits. Because for some reason, some way, somehow, they decided to just open up Tim Hortons near where I live. I don't know if they have the full complement of things that they have in, like, say, good old Canada, but hot damn if it isn't Tim Hortons just in my neck of the woods. And they open up not one, but two around here. I don't know. The area that I live in is, it has a ton of fast food restaurants around in here, and especially, like, in a eclectic collection of burger joints like you wouldn't believe. Like, we got Culver's, we have Whataburger, we got Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, freaking A&W. We got all the basics around here. We don't have Hardee's or Carl's Jr. that I know of. We did, and it was really close to where I lived, but it went out of business because no one ate there. But we also have stuff like there's a Shake Shack around here. There's Five Guys. I think there's literally everything except for, like, what is it? Oh God. What's the one that's famous in California? In-N-Out. We don't have an In-N-Out and a White Castle as far as I know. We got a Steak and Shake. Those two. Those count technically. Anyways, but it's kind of the area I live in is a big, like, hotbed of just, it's a test market. So companies will bring, because it's just like the perfect intersection of all of America. So companies will bring in, like, stores here to see how well they do with the general public, to see, like, hey, is it worth expanding these to other parts of the country? And then, yeah, because I think we're just, like, super milquetoast, like a perfect, like, cross section of America. So it's like, well, if it does well here, it'll probably do well elsewhere. So yeah. Anyway, so because of that, I get to try Tim Hortons without having to get my passport updated, which is nice because it expired a long time ago. But now I'm gonna temper expectations a bit. They have a bunch of types of Timbits. The one that is near me only had two that were left. Just like the normal ones, which I called honey dipped. I guess something special about Tim Hortons is that there's like a honey in their glaze. I only had the normal and chocolate ones, so that's what I got. And then I got 6 other just normal ones as well, because I wasn't about to waste a dozen donuts, but I was about to waste 6. I'll start out with the little Timbits. I'm gonna try one of these, and I also have some pizza sitting over there for my dinner, because I still haven't eaten that, and it's 9 p.m. and I'm super hungry, and I have a headache. I'm so hungry. Anyways, so the stream today is just gonna be me trying these and seeing how it goes. You know what? No, we need to start off with not the chocolate. That's crazy. Start off with the regular Timbit, regular glazed, honey dipped Timbit. See how this goes. It's super chewy. It's been sitting out for a while, so it's a little dry. The glaze is different than like normal American glaze. It's not quite as like saccharine sweet, where it's just like sugar overload. It's kind of nice because I don't really like that. Like, I may have been able to taste a little bit of the honey at the end. Not really. I didn't really taste any difference. Maybe there'll be a difference with the chocolate. Let's give it a go. Chocolate's way better. It's very thick. Chocolate's pretty good. It's got a little bit of like that fake chocolate flavor that's in everything, but I don't know if it's the fact that I'm just super hungry, but it's like, yeah, it's all right. Listen, it's a donut hole. What do you want? It's a Timbit. It's a donut hole. We're not gonna be like, whoa, mind-blowing, yo! Although I did not get one of the apple fritters. I'm sorry, I should have done that. I didn't get a drink too, because I knew I was gonna be doing this like way later, and I was getting this like 2:30 in the afternoon, so any drink that I would have gotten would have had dairy in it. It wouldn't be bad and gross by this point. So also excuse me while I eat some pizza. Gotta cleanse the palate. I also put something besides bread and sugar in my system. There's cheese and pepperoni on this. There's a tiny bit of protein. And a bunch of garlic and onions. Oh yeah. That's what I really want to be eating right now. Let me show real. Oh my god. I'm about to hose 3 pieces of pizza. I just thought of this. I just thought about how I eat pizza. I don't know if this is weird or not, but I'll eat like, I'm going to take a first bite, but then I'll go around and I'll eat like the side of it, and then I'll go around and eat the side of it again. So I'm getting like mostly pizza, but then I'm getting like one crust bite in there, and then I'm eating mostly pizza, getting another crust bite, and then I'm having just a little bit of pizza and another crust bite at the end to kind of break up the crust a bit. I just realized that I do that. I'm going to be so honest. Something about eating on camera made me really look at how and why I do things. I'm gonna eat that whole thing. Right, stop. Alright. Now the real stuff. Alright. We have the classic glaze right here. And your chocolate. These are going to be the same as the Timbits, just in donut form. Then we have a strawberry glaze. We have a blueberry sour cream cruller, or I guess, and then we have an old fashioned, and then a Boston cream. I'll save the Boston cream for the end. I'm only taking like one bite of each of these. And then I'm probably going to finish off one, whichever one I like the most, I'll save for the end of stream. And then I'm just going to be snacking on these all day. Alright, we gotta start off with the classics. So, classic glaze slash honey dipped, whatever that means. I'm guessing it just means that there's honey in the glaze. Because it just tastes like normal glaze. It doesn't taste like it's like actual, just honey. That's one thing I noticed immediately. I don't know if it's just because it's this store and it's new, but normally when I pick up a donut, especially here in America, like, your fingers are completely covered, like head to toe, in glaze. This one is like a strip right there around the bottom where they just didn't glaze it. I don't know if that's just an oversight or what, but glaze is not nearly as thick on this as it is on normal donuts. Let's give it a taste. Very thick, very bloody, very chewy. How many Oreo? This could be the store that I go to, but it tastes a lot like you put donut glaze on a pretty good hot dog bun. Like, not like those crap like Hostess hot dog buns or whatever that are basically sawdust. Like, you shelled out money to get like those. It's like you shelled out money to get like those better, like almost hoagie looking hot dog buns. It kind of tastes like you just put a donut glaze on that. You know what I mean? That was the first thing that came to mind. I remember the chocolate bit being better, so let's see if that's the same is true for the donut. Consistency is much more cakey. Not nearly as drenched in glaze. I will say, as someone who is actively trying to eat less sugar in their life, and who's pretty much altogether stopped drinking like soda and juices and things like that a long time ago, especially juices that were pretty high in sugar. I also get orange juice every once in a while, but I don't drink it that often. I tell you what, once you start cutting sugar out of your life, you want it less and less. And when you have something that's super sugary, it tastes grosser. And it's like more off-putting and actually makes you feel sick. That's why I don't really like getting soda anymore unless there's just like no other option. I can't even remember the last time I had a Sprite, and I love Sprite. But I almost always get lemonade if that's an option. It's probably still chock full of sugar, but it doesn't make me feel as gross as soda does. And at least has some hydrating qualities to it. Alright. So, man, pretty much donuts, just bigger versions of the Timbits. Let's move on to some new stuff. We got the fancy ones in the back. Let's start with one that's just normal donut, but it's got a strawberry glaze on it. Strawberry summertime or something like that. I don't remember. Anyways, cheers. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There's a food line here. Get out of here. Get off that. Where'd it go? But now I'm worried if I finish that, I'm gonna eat a fruit fly. I've probably eaten a fruit fly before. It won't kill me. Same thing. Same thing as the regular, like, honey dip glaze. It just tastes like a hot dog bun with like some bad strawberry on top. Like, it really leaned into the strawberry taste. It's very strawberry forward. But it's that fake strawberry that we all know and tolerate. Hot take, extremely fire hot take. But artificial grape, and especially artificial cherry flavors, are way better than artificial strawberry. In fact, there's a lot of things that are better. Artificial raspberry, artificial mango, artificial orange. I would say the artificial strawberry flavor is probably one of, if not my least favorite, artificial flavor. Everybody loves it, but it's just genuinely bad. Like when it comes to Starburst, I got your classic Starburst. You got cherry, you got lime, you got strawberry. I know, you got cherry, orange, strawberry, lemon, and is it just those four? Hold on. I haven't eaten Starburst in forever. Strawberry, lemon, orange, and cherry. Yeah, it is just those four. Okay. I will eat them in order. I will eat the strawberry. I will eat the strawberry first to just get it out of the way. Sort of like how you'd eat the peas on your plate, just to get them out of the way. Then I'll eat the orange because it's next, because I think the orange is better than the strawberry in Starburst. I know, come at me. And then I'll eat the lemon, and then I'll eat cherry. Those cherry Starburst are straight fire. I love those things so much. Cherry is definitely my favorite artificial flavor. Now you might say, hey, why are you going with that? That reminds me of medicine. And I say, yeah, that's because they put that in medicine to make it taste better. That is the flavor they chose to make medicine taste better because it's just so much better than everything else. Like, come on here. That's why it's in medicine, because it's the thing that's going to be best at doing its job. That's why. Anyways, that's a hot take. I'm thinking I might tweet that. Have a little piece of cleanse the palate. Too much sugar already. Excuse me if I don't pass out of hunger. Let's see, look. How it is. Side, get a little bit of crust in there, and then you have one final big bite. That gives you a little bit of pizza, a little bit of crust. Everybody wins, and you get rid of the crust. It's not just sitting there being terrible on your plate. I'm gonna destroy those other two pieces as soon as the stream is over. Alright. I forgot. I completely forgot. I ain't talking about getting these damn donuts. My god, that was a... Oh. That made me want to crash out. Oh my god. Alright. So I ran into some real fun trying to get these damn donuts. Show you, here's the picture I took after I got back, after getting them. So, I tweeted this, but I had a fun morning. Well, fun afternoon I should say. I went and I got lunch. There's a local ramen place I like to go to. Went there, it was good. I was like to go there for a little bit of pick-me-up. And then I decided, it's like, hey, I want to do the donut stream today. I'm going to go to Tim Hortons. I know where it's opening up. I'm going to drive over there. It's super close by. Maybe like 5 minutes away. I'm going to grab some donuts, some Timbits, come back, and then we're going to do the stream later. It's going to be all fun. All fun and games. All fun and games. Um, so I drove over to where it was. Remember how I said they were opening up 2 locations? Emphasis on the word opening. Only one is open. And the one that I saw before was not open yet. It's being built in an old closed down Burger King. So I go over to it, and as I'm getting close, I'm like, yeah, there it is. And I see it, and I'm like, wait a second, there's nobody outside. And all of a sudden I hear whoop whoop behind me. I look around, I look at my mirror, and there's a cop with their lights on behind me. I'm like, you've gotta be kidding me. So I go over, and ironically enough, the closest place for me to pull over was the parking lot of this soon-to-be Tim Hortons. So I pull onto the parking lot, and I get over to where and I can see on the front sign it says, "Hey, Tim Hortons coming soon," meaning this wasn't the one that was open. It was another one that I didn't know about that was open. And so the cop came and they gave me a ticket for like $84 because my tags are out of date on my car, but I can't update my tags. Anyways, the whole thing. Oh God. The state I live in. Alright, so the state I grew up in, whenever you needed like new license plate tags, they would just mail them to you. And then you would just go put them on your car. And they would just do this every year. And it was like the most no hassle thing ever. You just had to make sure you go grabbed a paper towel and you had to wipe off the area where you stuck it onto your license plate so that it would stick there a little bit better and wouldn't fall off while you're driving. That was it. It was the most no nonsense, no stress thing ever. They would just mail them to you every year when you needed to put on a new one. That was it. In the state I live in now, they don't do that. Even though it'd be so much easier. It'd be so much easier. They make you have to take off work, go down to the DMV, all of this stuff, probably pay an extra fine for something, and then you can get your damn stickers. And my stickers are super out of date from like 2023. So I'm definitely gonna have to pay a fine for that. And I was like, I can't afford to pay a fine and do all this stuff. It's like, it just compounds the issue because it just gets more and more out of date, but you can't afford to pay the fine. You can't afford to get your stupid license plate renewal tags. It's actually a nightmare. Whoever has not gone through the process in this state of just setting it up so that you just mail these out to everybody every year is a buffoon. I need to talk to those people and be like, hey, this could be a much easier process. But no, I think they do this on purpose to just get people to pay fines so they can get extra money into the system. I would not be surprised one bit if that was the case. Anyways, so the part that gets me is that the entire time I'm sitting there, I'm realizing that I went to the wrong Tim Hortons. And if I had stopped and thought about like, hey, what is the one that is open? Because, I forgot to say this, but as I was getting in my car to leave, like after getting lunch, I had this thought like, I need to check and see which Tim Hortons is closest. But I was like, I know where it is. I know how to get there. I don't need to look it up. I needed to look it up because the one that I went to, I had to leave, drive back to the highway, take a left, get on the highway, drive down, get off, and go this way and whatnot. And it was about like a 7 minute drive. No big. The one that was open though was if instead of getting on the highway, I just went straight for like 3 minutes, I would have gotten to it. Like 2-3 minutes up the road. It was even closer than the one that I was going to. That wasn't even open yet. And it wasn't until I was right in front of the other one that the cop pulled me over. So if I had just went straight to the one that was actually open and looked it up, wouldn't have gotten a ticket today. Gotta listen to those thoughts, man. Gotta listen to them. Anyways. But on the plus side, when I got home, yay! Hi Sheena, you too, Splashy came in. Yay! Look at her, since she's so cute. And she doesn't sit up very well. Okay, well she does in my hand. But on my desk, she's constantly doing this. I gotta find a better place for her. Her panties are showing. And they're white. Sheeta's panties are black. Don't ask me how I know that. It's obvious though. But anyways, let's try the rest of these donuts. Luckily the ticket's only like $84 and I don't have to go into court, so hey, that is what it is. Alright, we're gonna start with the old fashioned, and then we're gonna go to the blueberry sour cream and finish it off with the Boston cream. Alright, old fashioned. I usually like to get these because they're a little bit less sweet and the glaze is like too much on donuts, so. But these are already like less sweet donuts than we often get here in America, so I'm wondering what this is gonna be like. Oh, okay. Well, I have been sitting here for a while, but it's kind of dry, cakey, and definitely tastes like cinnamon. I'll give it that. Not terrible. I'm definitely gonna finish eating this, but I know. Really thick. I usually prefer a little airier donut. I know. Like an airier, puffier donut. Kind of ones where if you look at them wrong, they'll deflate like a balloon. I love those. Those are great. I do also like, what are these, crawlers that are kind of like a mixture between like a croissant and a donut in some way. I do like these, but this is their sour cream blueberry one. We'll see how this is. I wonder if they didn't ship these donuts in from Canada, because I didn't see any place in the store where they would have been made. I really hope that isn't the case. But let's try this. This one is dry. The inside's like hard as a rock. It sounded like I was chewing sand. Kinda looks like I'm chewing sand too. Taste is fine. I'm wondering if they don't ship these donuts in from Canada. I'm genuinely starting to wonder that now. It could also be that they just made them this morning and it's late at night. They might be better fresh. So far, I'm not too wowed. We have a local donut shop here that's much better than this. Or a local chain, I should say. Alright, but here we go. Something that couldn't possibly be dry. Boston cream. This is gonna be the last one we're gonna try. Alright. Don't fail me now, Bubby. I didn't get any cream. Immediately, I like this chocolate glaze better than most chocolate glazes. Definitely, it definitely doesn't shy away from the bitterness of chocolate, which most chocolate glazes do. This one actually has a little bit of that bitterness in there, which I like. I didn't get any of the cream though. I completely missed it. I like breached its sanctum and did no damage to the inner barrier. All right, come on, let's get some actual cream here. Okay, here we go. Cream not bad. Taste that cream. That pink strawberry in there. I probably won't finish that donut if I'm being honest. I did not like that pink strawberry. It's bad. You know, there's nothing really to say. It's the same consistency of donut, where it tastes like it's a hot dog bun. The chocolate glaze is the standout. I do like that because it wasn't just focused on sugar. There also had a little bit of like the bitterness of chocolate in there. I'll say that again. I did like that. I like that a lot. Cream just tastes like cream. It just tastes like any other cream you get in like a Twinkie or something like that. Well, I guess not a Twinkie. That's completely different. I don't know. It's just cream. It's just cream. It's just cream. I've never been a big fan of that. All in all, I'm pretty underwhelmed. Gonna be honest. I expected it to be like, man, the way Canadians talk about Tim Hortons, I expected it to be like, oh man, it's like the best. I think it's just the only thing they have. I'm gonna be honest. Either that, or they're just genuinely shipping all these donuts in from Canada. That could be a possibility. I had no idea Tim Hortons makes all their stuff in-house, kind of like Krispy Kreme does. But I'm pretty underwhelmed. I did like that it wasn't nearly as sweet as like a bunch of donuts here are in America, like especially like the ones that you can get at like a grocery store or something like that, from like a local donut shop. Which is, I do like that. As far as like the regular glaze being honey dipped, I really didn't taste that. Gonna be so honest, didn't taste that at all. I don't know. I'm just across the board, kind of just underwhelmed. I guess I maybe built it up too much, but even just comparing it to like local chains, or especially like the donuts that you get in like from like a Walmart or like a grocery store or something like that, I'm pretty sure those are just the same wherever you go. Let's see. The breading was pretty thick and bready, but not cakey, except for the chocolate. Actually, I do think the chocolate donut was the best overall. It had far more like, everything else had a kind of a like bready or like almost like sandy texture to it. The chocolate donut actually felt like cakey. And I think the donuts themselves, like especially the glazed donut, I think if it had been fresh, it probably would have been the ones that I like that are more like puffed up and airy. Kind of like the Krispy Kreme donuts are probably the best example of this. Krispy Kreme glazed donuts, absolute primo shit. The company got mismanaged to hell, but they stuck around because they just have a genuinely good product. But I think it's just been sitting for a while and it's become super bready. I've said this once, I'll say it again. I genuinely think they ship these donuts in. Wait, no, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't, because as I was going in, sorry, they don't. Because I was going in, I remember this. They said they were hiring people for closing shift, or early morning shift, and an overnight baker. They do make them in-house. They just been sitting for a while? I might need to try them fresh, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so they're not shipping them in from Canada, although right now they taste like they've been shipped in from Canada after sitting around for maybe 12 hours. Based on when I think that they were made, I don't know. I might just I don't know if tomorrow, because I have a ton of donuts and I don't like wasting food, so I'm gonna finish these. But except for the strawberry one, that one's just genuinely gross. I don't like that. The more I think about it compared to the other ones, the more I'm like, that artificial strawberry is just bad. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. Don't do that. Chocolate's good. It could also just be this occasion with it being new and the first one in America. That's a possibility as well. Who knows? Yeah. Also, didn't get to try any of their birthday cake stuff. They had birthday cake Timbits, but they were all gone by the time I got there. I don't know. I might try it again, but just go in and eat it there, and maybe try one of their drinks and a sandwich too. That was one of those things I was like, there was no way. No way. No way that I was going to be able to try that before this stream today, especially because I had to work 5 hours before this. Yeah. Alright. Got stuff all over my fingers. Alrighty. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna finish eating my actual dinner now. This is a nice short stream. I just wanna try this real quick. Talk about my stupid freaking day. Oh my gosh, and then I had to work before this, and I had to work until 8, and oh god. So they just needed extra hands to work something some special tests and stuff they were running today. Super easy day. I got maybe 2 calls, and 1 person in chats. So basically I get paid for 5 hours for just sitting there on my phone. So, but I tell you what, the later you get in the day, the less calls you get. And I was sitting there watching Mint's first outfit reveal. Luckily she had gotten past all the bits and bobs, and she showed off everything. Although poor her internet's fully died and she can't end that stream. So I really wanted to catch the end of it, but she can't end it, so it's just sitting there it's gone offline. Okay. And so, because her internet's just gone, really want to see the end of that. But, which is probably why a bunch of people aren't clipping it, because they just can't right now, as they clipped it during. So, and it was at 6:45. I was like, okay, at 7 o'clock I gotta switch over to the Justice 3D showcase. I already had it up on my computer, so I could watch it here. And then for that last hour, I was gonna be watching the Justice 3D debut and just hope no one called in, or at least I got no one on the phone. Most likely I wouldn't, but yeah. But then at 6:45, I got a guy call in and he's like, "Hey, I can't connect to our company's VPN anymore." I'm like, "Are you serious?" I had to be on the phone "Oh really? What's going on?" But I realized I was freaking out because I'm oh my god, I'm gonna miss the Justice 3D collab because this guy's stupid VPN won't connect. Luckily, the issue he had was most likely he just needed to reset his router, and extremely luckily he had a meeting he had to leave to at like 6:55. So he just wanted some quick troubleshooting, some guidance, and then he was gonna get out of there. So I was so lucky. I got to watch the whole 3D collab debut. No one called in. No one was gonna call in. And besides, I can kind of just get out of active mode and taking contacts like 10 minutes before my shift is up. So I only had to be in there for 15 minutes, and there was no way I was gonna get anything in those last 15 minutes because you never do. Yeah. So I was very lucky there. I got it just before. I was freaking out too. There was a bunch of times the guy was asking me questions, and I was just sitting there seething mad like, are you kidding me? I got this right before. Are you kidding me? But and I had to be like, yeah, sure, I can help you with that. Do you have a blah, 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 blah? Anyways. All right. I think we're gonna call it there. I really just want to finish eating this pizza because it's something that's not sweet and full of sugar that's going into my stomach. Ugh. I tell you what, the less sugar you eat, the less you want it. It's good for a treat, and that's about it. Ugh. Anyways, however, when it comes to salts and fats, though, those are a little harder to break. All right, I'm gonna call it there. Y'all have a good one. I'm probably gonna try Tim Hortons again when I'm off stream, and just like try it fresh to see if it's any different. If it's not, I'll let you know. It probably won't be tomorrow, as I already have enough donuts. I'm not spending more money on donuts that I don't need.